Does this even look okay? This is a new angle. This is a new space. I'm sorry. I'm trying to work with it and make it like as normal as possible. It's fine. This works. Wow. Hi. Hi everyone. I'm just gonna, you know, like mess with this because I'm being a perfectionist and I'm really annoying. What's up? Welcome back to Becoming Baez. It's been a long time. I feel like I start way too many videos by saying it's been too long, but it really has been. Today is September 17th? September 17th. And I'm pretty sure the last video I uploaded here was in January. And wow, lots has changed. A lot has changed. English, I can speak it. A lot has changed in the last 9-ish months. Don't worry, there was no new baby involved. I think I hear 9 months and I'm immediately like, no, not yet. Let me just grab my tea here so we're ready to roll. 9 months. How are you guys? Are you good? I hope you're good. There's so many of you who I know don't keep up with my life outside of YouTube, so I feel like a horrible person. I'm trying not to swear. I was gonna say a massive piece of shit, but well, there's one. But it's been a pretty busy time for us. I kind of wanted to do an update on what's gone on the last 9 months, as well as do a separate video that talks about Hazel's last 9 months, like her 1 year later update, even though we're a little past the 1 year mark for her birthday. And also just talk about life postpartum and 1 year later. So, life update, first things first, we bought a house. That's very exciting. It's actually the same house that we've been in, except we were renting it for literally since we moved in, and then we just kind of decided that it was time to buy it, and so we did, which is nerve-wracking and exciting, but it's been really awesome being homeowners and being able to just kind of do new things. In fact, this room that we're recording this in is actually in my office. I uploaded an office tour to my other YouTube channel, my gaming channel, if you guys are curious to see what the rest of this room looks like. But if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably already seen it because that's literally where I take all my pictures now because I love it in here. So this is probably gonna be my new filming spot, but yeah, we bought a house. I love this place. I don't know, it just feels like mine, which is so nice. And I love the rest of our house. We're trying to like kind of make it our own now that we, you know, that it's ours, which is gonna take time because there's a lot of different things like renovations and stuff like that I wanna change, but those obviously don't happen overnight and cost a pretty penny, so it's on the to-do list. But yeah, we bought a house, which is a huge accomplishment. We're first-time homeowners, and it's just a big thing of pride to be able to have this be ours. Life in general has gotten just a lot more balanced, I think, really the last 3 months, I would say. We introduced daycare. We started bringing Hazel to daycare, and sorry, there's a hair on my curtains, ew. And it's been really great for everybody involved. I have so much time now to be able to focus on work and making new content and like really getting back into that side of my life. It's also been so good for Hazel, aside from the fact that she's been pretty much nonstop sick since we put her in daycare. She's just becoming more socialized and she's learning new things that I wouldn't even really think to teach her at home, which makes me feel like I'm doing something right. But it's been great to just kind of give myself time to like do things again. I'm not really used to it. Sorry, ran out of memory on my card. Anyway, where were we? Daycare, that's right. Yeah, it's been great. It's been great for all of us. Just being able to kind of have a little semblance of my life back. There was a really tough period there for a while where I just felt like I was overwhelmed and I was kind of hitting my breaking point. I was like, you know what? I can't do it. And I felt like I was losing my mind and losing myself, and I just didn't remember myself anymore. And that was a really dark place. And that was when we decided, okay, it's time for daycare. And she's not in full time. She's in like 3 days a week right now. But it's enough to let me get stuff done around the house. It allows me to like focus on my social media and create other things that I wouldn't normally have time to do. But it was actually in August, I just reached my breaking point. I was like, I can't do it. And I was going to a wedding in England And I was there for a while. I was there for about 10 days. And I just came back finally feeling like myself. And I realized, because I made a post about it on my Instagram a couple months ago about feeling the way that I felt. A lot of people replied to my post and said, you can't pour from an empty cup. And I'd never heard that saying before, but wow, I had no idea how true it was. You really can't. As parents, I feel like we just constantly want to give. We want to give everything we have to our kids. And I think that's normal, right? It's normal behavior, but you can only give so much until you run out of anything to give. And my well was dry. I had nothing left to give. And I was feeling it. I was feeling it really hard because, you know, it's tough, right? Especially moms, right? I feel like stay-at-home moms or work-at-home moms are expected to just kind of do it all. And maybe that's not everybody who thinks that way, but I felt like I was holding myself to that standard. And it was a combination of being frustrated that I couldn't do it all, but then being exhausted at the fact that I had no time to do anything for myself because I was trying to do it all. So it was a vicious cycle that luckily, finally, once I realized I needed to spend more time focusing on myself, that cycle broke. And I just feel so much better. I feel mentally better. I feel physically better. I'm like back in the gym again. I took a long time off from working out because, like I said, Hazel was sick and I didn't have anybody to watch her when I would go to the gym, and it was too much. And now that she's on like a consistent schedule at daycare, I'm like, okay, well those days I can work out and I can come home and stream, or I can come home and make a YouTube video, or do other things that still fulfill me and remind me that I'm not just Hazel's mom, but I'm also still Haley, which is something I had forgotten. So I feel really good. Like I said, that trip to England was like such a huge breath of fresh air for me and made me feel really good. And now I'm making it a point to really like focus on myself and remind myself that self-care is important and I gotta do things for me. So postpartum wise, gosh, I can't remember where I was at my last postpartum update, but I am officially back down to pre-baby weight. Well, that's not true. I was actually below pre-baby weight by like 2 or 3 pounds, and I felt really good. And then I just got, you know, sidetracked and lazy, and I wasn't at the gym and I gained some back. But you know, it's funny because I feel like my body image has changed so substantially. I used to have just this really, really negative, super critical view of myself, and that's something I've struggled with my whole life. But I tell you what, since Hazel, man, it's funny. It's funny what children do to you, because so many people, I think, and me being one of them, fear pregnancy because there's this, you know, thought that you're just gonna ruin your body and it's never gonna be the same and you'll never get it back. And no, if anything, I love my body so much more now because of what it's been through. And gosh, I watch Hazel grow every single day and I'm like, wow, I made that. Like I literally made that in my body, and it just doesn't get much better than that. So I'm feeling really good. You know, I feel like I'm healthy, and we're still breastfeeding. You know, God, I can't believe we're almost 14 months in breastfeeding, which is so exciting. And that's something that I don't know necessarily when we'll stop. It's probably gonna be up to Hazel. Right now it's convenient because, you know, she wakes up really early in the morning. She'll wake up at like 6. And if I feed her, if I nurse her, then she'll go back down for a little longer so I can sleep, which is really nice. But you know, it's still good for her. I think the World Health Organization recommends you breastfeed until they're 2 anyway. So she does get whole milk on the side when she's at daycare and during the day, and then sometimes we'll nurse at night too. But it's very casual at this point. But yeah, still breastfeeding, and I'm sure that you know, I don't know if that really plays a part in my calories anymore, because it's not like I'm making nearly as much as I used to. But we're not pumping anymore, and wow, freaking hate pumping. Bye. In fact, we're going on a trip in a couple weeks for TwitchCon, and I'm like dreading the fact that I have to bring my pump, just because if I want to keep nursing, I have to pump to keep my supply up, and I'm like, because Hazel's not coming. But you know, it is what it is. I'll take what I can get. But yeah, things are really going good over here. I feel like now that I'm out of that dark space that I was in, where I kind of didn't know who I was anymore, I feel like I'm starting to remember the joys of my life. And one of those joys was making videos like this and creating content. So I'm hoping that I can get back into this more on the days that I have and really create that content for you guys. So if there is anything in particular that you guys want to see on here, not that I'm back, please let me know in the comments, because I missed you guys and I want to keep doing this and interacting with you guys. The best thing about social media and YouTube and things like this is I feel like it creates a community. And you know, Rick and I are so lucky to be in the space that we're in, because we have all of our family here, but well, most of our family, but I don't really have a whole lot of mom friends that are nearby. So it's oftentimes tough to be able to find people to relate to. So doing these videos and like reading your comments and seeing you guys on social media and having other moms to like connect to, I can't tell you guys how much it means. It just makes me feel like less alone, and there's other people to bounce ideas off of. And you know, if I do something stupid or Hazel does something stupid, I can post about it and everybody laughs, or someone comments, my kid does that too. And I don't know, it's just a sense of community that makes me feel really whole. So I hope you guys are still here and sticking around and down for some more content, because gosh, it's so much fun doing this kind of stuff and I missed it. So anyway, that's kind of my update. It's like I said, it's been a while, but it feels good to be back. Any videos you guys want to see on here, by all means, let me know. Tweet me, Instagram, whatever. You guys know my socials. They're all at Haley Nick. I'll put them right here. Yes, you can follow there. And I'm gonna do Hazel's one-year video next, once she and I get some time and she's not running around and making me lose my mind. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.